this in half. Anybody have scissors lying around? While I'm already sitting, let's do the gathering part. This is like the very geometric approach to making sort of aligned texture. And now, okay, we do it on 5, and it's gonna be super, super fast. And for this one, we want to have lots of thread. This is plenty. So the first line, something else. And this one we don't reverse, we don't block it. This is just like a thread. It needs to be a loose end. And we do 2 lines. You can use the footer as your guide here. 2 lines next to each other. I would recommend more here, but now just for the technique, what it does, let's get this for example. We take now only one side, let's say the top thread, got this one, and then let's find one here. Hold them, and then I can very slowly gather it. Don't be too rough because you might break your thread. And just kind of like push it. And then if we have it like on several lines, we get also a very nice structure. And then this effect is a kind of smoking, called smoking.
Smoking.
And it's also something you can incorporate into your bag design, you know, like the pouch. You can make some parts with the pin tucks. You can use this to get kind of like nice textures, you know. And this one we can also try it, for example, freestyle. Make like the lines move and then gather, and you get this kind of like a moon surface, like everything kind of like this, you know. And if I, for example, do it also here, you know, then the lines become much more like clear. And always wait for your machine to really like run. If you give power when it's just warming up, oh no, this one okay. Some machines will sort of shut down again because they're not on full power yet. And here it's important, like, give yourself a lot of thread to hold. Also, like, when you start, like, hold it in general, because sometimes the machines will pull it back in. Quite frankly, here we don't have to be too precise because we gather it, but still we should be quite neat. Let's do one more here. Now I'm just trying to actually look at the lines of the fabric and I follow them to stay straight. All this like salad here. And don't forget, do not reverse. If you reverse, you can't pull the threads anymore. And I personally, I like to leave both ends open because we can come from both sides. We gather first from this side, and at some point it might get a bit tricky, so I just start again and I gather from the other side too. And then just gather all of this in a very similar kind of like amount, you know, and you get a pretty structure.
But you just took the thread from the top one.
Yeah, but you can also do the lower one. It doesn't matter. Whichever pulls easier. But we can't do it with both. Yeah, it doesn't work. You know, we get it like this, and it's very kind of like a boho blouse or something like this. You know, like a bit hippie, cute. So, yeah, give it a go.
Okay, thank
So
you.
this is the first